Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I believe this is an A3. I didn't really have time to look. I think it's an A3, FW190A-3 as opposed to A5 or A8. It is a Jabo version. I'm carrying 4 times 50 kilogram bombs. I'm going to see if I can salvage this map. I've just joined. There's about an hour and 37 minutes left. We're losing bad. So here's the situation report. Basically it's the tank crew map. 2 air bases for each team, blue versus red. So blue has 2 targets left to defend, and red has 4 targets left to defend. So 4 versus 2. As you know, or maybe you don't, when you're down to 2 targets to defend and you lose another one, so you've only got 1 left, that basically means you're done. You've got about 5 minutes to destroy everything that the enemy has, and if you don't do that, you lose. So, and I'm here, I'm going to take off, fly east, and probably hit the airfield and the tanks. So that's the situation. Alright, I think it's an A3. Gotta remember to lock the tail wheel. Interior lights on or interior lights off? I think probably off, because it puts a glare onto the windscreen. It does help to see the instruments a bit though. Where's the temperature? There's one. I took off with approximately 300 litres of fuel. There's a big bomb rack under the fuselage carrying 4 times 50 kilogram bombs. 2-second delay on each. Heading due east right now. Plenty of cannon on this thing by default. I think it's 500 rounds of 20mm. Plus you get machine gun as well. I think it's MG17. So very heavy hitting just by default armament. You can also add MGFF cannons as well, which is further 20mm. I think they're pods that go under the wings. So as I say, my side's losing bad. I'm going to head over to, probably not the tanks, I don't think I can destroy them. Maybe I can, but I don't know. Head over to the airfield most probably, looking for a mic drop moment with destroying the airfield so I can try and turn the tables and win the map. Or at least not lose. you can draw. So heading to the tanks, maybe the airfield. Try not to crash. This is a tank crew specific map, so it's more detailed. And that square at the top of the map, that square it signifies where the Battle of Kursk took place. And in that square, if you see the buildings and things like that, they are more detailed. They have a damage model. So that's like an epicenter of where tanks would be fighting. The rest of the map outside of that square, the buildings, I believe, do not have a damage model. So you got a village there. There's no houses there. That's okay. But if there were, I don't think they'd have the damage model. This map sometimes has had issues with stuttering. I think because it has the increased detail level. At the moment it's performing well. I'm getting about 80 frames a second. Wouldn't mind upgrading my CPU pretty soon. Easier said than done though. You got to rip out the chip, the CPU, and then you've got to rip out the power supply as well, and also the motherboard. And then, because they're not compatible with the new CPU. So you replace the CPU, you also have to replace the motherboard and the power supply. The house attack. I must have tanks coming up over here somewhere. Be worthwhile trying to see where they are, even though I'm not really going to hit them. Interesting. Hey, what's my... That's better. Now I'm back in continuous mode. Lucky I noticed that. Did I put the wheels up? Did I turn the lights off? Yes, yes. How do you know if you put the wheels up? I guess it's that red. Red means wheels are up. The reason why I chose this plane is because it's fast and it carries a bomb load. I could take one of the heavy bombers, but man, they're so slow. Just want to get in and then get out fast and then repeat. So if I keep following this river, there'll be a town, and on the right hand side of the river there'll be an airfield. Shit. I think that's the airfield there. Yes, that's it there. Alright, what do I hit? What do I hit? What do I hit? What do I hit? I've got 4 bombs, remember? Shit, what do I hit? Okay, here's something. There's no drop order for the bombs. So hopefully that did something. Did that actually do anything? It looks impressive, but did it actually do anything? I think that was a miss. Let's try again. Let's hurry up as well. There's some there. Right there. Straight at him. Go, 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 go. That was a direct hit. What have we got up there? What's that? That's a 109. Good. Alright, where's that fuel? There it is. Let's try again. So I've got 2 left. Oh, it was a miss. It was too far in front. No. Well, I don't know. It says destroy. Yeah. No. It got it. The splash damage got it. What else? There's another fuel there, and there's another fuel there. I'll finish off the fuel that's... We can pick up some speed. Hey, where am I? Here. Messy. Very messy. Come on. What did that do? Very mysterious. Is that a yak? No, that's the 109. What did that do? Yeah, I think it got it. Right, now for the cannon. There's another fuel storage just here. Let's go for that. Can you destroy it with the cannon though? Let's try. Oh well. I sort of almost had him there for a sec, but then I just totally lost sight of him. Buildings. Alright. So now what? So this, if you just join us, this is what I'm flying here. It's a FW190, I think it's an A3. It's got a rack. Can you jettison the rack? I don't think so. Carries 450 kilogram bombs. It's very effective actually. And you have 20mm cannon with 500 rounds, and you have MG17 with 1800 rounds. 320 convergence, 2-second delay, 300 litres of fuel, ready to rock and roll. Must move quick, we're about to lose the map. We still have 2 targets intact, but for how long? And the enemy still has 4 intact. I'll go back to the airfield. I'll hit it and then shoot it up and then return. Wonder if I can take off straight that way. What if I use flap? Our warehouse in 606 destroyed. That ain't good. I think we probably have 5 minutes left now. Yeah, there you go, 5 minutes. What can I do in 5 minutes? I can probably get to the... I can probably get to the edge. I think I'll stay at this combat mode. How long does it last for? I don't know. I'll stay at 84, 85%. A little bit slower, of course, because carrying the bomb rack. Is my canopy open? Damn, man, it is. Is it going to shut? No, it's not going to shut because I'm over 200 k's. I'm doing 420 k's now. Oh well, open canopy it is. I can close it. I can close it. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. I'll just increase altitude, trade speed for altitude, and then when I get to 200 it'll shut. That's my plan anyway. Yeah. There we go. Get some speed back up. Alright, now doing just about 500 k's an hour. Let's veer off to the airfield. What else is there at the airfield to hit? I have recollection of attacking this airfield and destroying everything and it still doesn't get destroyed. There's got to be some secret thing hidden in the forest or something. I don't know. You got to flatten every single thing. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How much of that 5 minutes has been used up? Probably a good 2 minutes, right? And probably another 2 minutes before we get to the air. When I get there, I'll drop. If I can see the tanks right here, I'll just probably attack them because they're closer. I don't think I'll see them. Where would they be? Out there somewhere. There'd be a road and they'd be on the road. Really need a tank buster though, I would say. Can you destroy tanks with 50 kilogram bombs? I don't know. What's that up ahead? Is that another LA-5? He is near the tank. And I've lost him there. That's a yak. And his freaking canopy's getting in the way. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. What's it up? Can't be helped. Gotta keep going. I'm way off course, bloody hell. Go, go, go. We're losing so bad. Our warehouse district. Oh well, I tried. As soon as I get into the airfield, I've got to drop everything as quickly as possible. Oh man, so bad. So there it is. I just got to the airfield and that's it. Crazy. So there's going to be a new map in a minute, 1 minute, and I think I might do one flight in the new map, I would say, and then that'll be it for the stream. What's the new map going to be? I have no idea. Lately I've been focusing on flying either bombers or Spitfire, both Spitfires, or P-47 or Tempest. So generally speaking, that's what I've been flying. I was looking at the performance data for the P-47. On Wikipedia it says also that there's a song composed for the P-47. A song. Someone wrote a classical music piece for the P-47, so you can hear it on YouTube. It's very exciting. Maximum speed, true airspeed, for the P-47 is at 29,000 feet, and it's just under 700 kilometers an hour, which equates in miles per hour, statute miles, to 433 miles per hour at 29,000 feet. Lower than that and you're slower. Keep in mind that your indicated airspeed up at 29,000 is not going to be 433 miles. It's going to be heaps less than that, probably around 300 miles, so something to bear in mind. So if you want to go really fast in the 47, you can, but you have to be at 29,000 feet. It's good if you're escorting bombers, but most of the action takes place on the deck really, so it's a problem. What do we got here? Stalingrad map. I could fly the U2 VS, but that would be fairly, the outcome would be pretty certain. What do I want to fly? Macchi? I hardly ever fly the Macchi. Yeah, I don't know. I might fly the Macchi. What to use? Armoured windscreen? Yeah, I'll take that. 2 times 100? Yeah, why not? Guns in the wings, should I take that? I don't know. I guess I'll... Oh, you can only take the guns or the bombs. So what do you get? You get 850 calibers and two 100 kilograms. Or 250s. Or an extra 1,000 rounds of rifle caliber. Alright, so 800 rounds of 50 plus 2 100 kilograms. I didn't look at the temperature, it could be snowing. So here we are, this is what we got. Yeah, I'll go 2 seconds delay. Convergence for the guns. They're 50 cals. They're on the nose, so yeah, that'll do us. Fuel, I just want maybe 270 litres. It basically has the same engine as a BF109E7, I think. So not crazy guzzling on the fuel. What else? What else? What else? That's about it. Let's check the temperature. That's a lot of writing. That's a wall of text. Where's the damn temperature? I don't know. Oh well. What's the date? September. What does that equate to? I think it's cold. What skins do you get with this plane? There's a cold skin. There's a, oh, it's probably, yeah, probably this one. What about that one? That's pretty rad. Olive drab. Let's take this. I did a thing. I flew the Macchi with bombs. It's definitely not snowing, is it? It's similar to flying an E7. Automatic propeller, automatic mixture, manual water, manual oil radiator. Oh man. Yeah. But the radiators are set. I'm going to leave the tail wheel as is this time. Does this thing have a drop order? No, it doesn't seem to have a drop order. At least not. I don't know, I'll check it later on. Alright, let's go. there's no drop order for the bombs, so I figure it must be single, one at a time. Maybe it's two at a time, I don't know. Gonna head about 110 degrees, I think. Gotta pick a target. The airspeed indicators here, I'm doing 300 kilometers an hour. The temperature is here and here, and it looks bellissimo. Looks pretty standard, but I am in continuous mode. I've got a thingamajig here, radio something or other metro. That's a clock right there. And got a artificial horizon, it's pretty radical. Looks like it's straight out of the lunar module, kind of spherical. We've got a thing there, vertical velocity indicator. And what have we got here? That's a thing. What is that? Turn and slip. And there's airspeed. And there's altimeter. What does it say? It says 100 feet. I don't know how to read this damn thing. 600 meters. Beats the hell out of me. What do we got? I should stop scrutinizing the features and benefits of this aircraft and check the map. Way off course, frog. Way off course. What could I do? I could hit the artillery. I could hit that artillery. There's plenty of targets there. What's the closest one? Probably this one. Or that one, or that one. Let's just veer left a little bit. Hopefully I'm not overheating. So I have two 50 caliber machine guns with 800 rounds and two bombs, 100 kilograms each. I don't know if they drop at the same time or separately. I'm assuming separately. I'm kind of experimenting with all the aircraft in a fighter bomber capacity, because you're a lot faster when you're in a fighter. Everything is faster. Everything's faster, like including starting the engines, taking off, taxiing, everything's faster. And then of course climb and cruise and all. The load is less, but also you can be quite pinpoint. You're less vulnerable to attack from enemy fighters because you're faster. And there's potential to dogfight as well. And to use your guns to destroy targets. How's the temperature? What's that? That's red. I assume that means the gear's up. What's the temperature saying here? 80 and 100 or something? Looks pretty good. Did I put the gear up? Surely I did. I'd say so. I think that instrument's out of the BF190A-3. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Where was I? Compass. Oh, look at all that. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Pretty good. I feel like I'm in a 1960s Lamborghini, a Lamborghini from the 1960s. really should navigate. Alright, got to turn to the right. Let me just check the throttle. Once again, I haven't checked. I really should check all the data for all the planes that I fly so that I can know how long I can stay at certain engine modes. I have been doing that, but usually it's after the flight, not before. I've got all the details in front of me for the Spitfires, for the Tempest and for the P-47. But I was not anticipating flying this plane, so that's cool. I'll just go by the TechnoChat. TechnoChat's pretty good for figuring things out, engine management wise. Do I want to shut any radiators? It's 50% open. I might try for, play it safe, we'll go for 45. Heck, I changed my mind, I'll go for 35. And for the oil, I'll go for 15. That'll make me faster, but... Okay, so here's the river. Where's the artillery? I should get some altitude too. Go in with a bit of speed. If you go in slow, you're pretty much, you're done. I'm flying directly over one of my own targets, which is not a good idea. You also have to contend with the fact that pilots that are on your side don't necessarily recognise your aircraft because they don't see it very often. And it looks like a generic World War II fighter plane in many ways. You know, it doesn't have a distinctive look to it like an I-16 or something. So someone might easily go, there's a Yak or something, or there's an LA-5. I have seen 109s shooting at Yaks, at Macchi's. Rarely though, rarely, very rarely. Alright, so it's on that peninsula thingamajig there. So it's after the city and it's on the peninsula. You've got like a tip there and it's, I don't know, it's pretty hard to find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You've got like a river there. So it's to the north of the river. And it's on this side of the coast. Where the heck is it? I think I can see it. Yeah, I can see a bunker or two there. Let's go. Let's go. I swear I can see a bunker there. See that? Yeah, there's an artillery there too. Let's hit it. 2 bombs. Right, my bombs went off, perhaps a bit late. Who shot me? Someone shot me. I don't know how much longer I'm going to last. With the engine damage like this. How's the temperature looking? I don't know. I guess it's alright. There's plenty of airfields along the way though. Damn, I got shot by something. Drop both bombs, right? Yes. This plane doesn't have differential brakes, it just has the one brake, see? That's the brake. That's why I ground looped it on the first attempt at takeoff. I kept on pressing the right foot brake on the keyboard, not realising that it didn't have one. And I was perplexed. I was like, why is it not responding to right toe brake? And then I realised on the next flight it only has one brake, not differential brakes. If I'm going to crash out, I could probably glide to the nearest airfield, which is there, right there. I'll just keep on airfield hopping. You can see the oil building up on the windscreen. I'll get back to the closest airfield, as like player airfield, as close as possible to here, and I'll hop across all the different unmanned airfields. Bit of a long stretch between the two next airfields though. Temperature looks okay. Never know, might get back. How did I go? Did I destroy anything? I wasn't looking at the techno chat, so I don't know if I hit anything or not. I only really saw one bomb exploded. How much longer? Look at that windscreen. How much longer do you reckon I've got? It's hard to tell, isn't it? I'm not stressing the engine. I've got it at continuous mode. I think I've got some kind of a leak. It's probably a coolant leak. There's no leak in the wings, but there's a leak coming out of the fuselage, which is probably either a fuel leak if there's a fuel tank in the fuselage, or it's a coolant leak out of the radiator, in which case I've got a couple of minutes at the most. Just flown over one airfield there, should probably land there. But I'll keep going. That river that's starting just there, if I follow that, that takes me into the next airfield. I can see it ahead of me there. Windscreen's getting worse. And then from there, Marinovka is in sight. It's a mystery what shot at me. It almost looks like I've been hit by small caliber aircraft rounds, like maybe from an I-16 or a passing PE-2. But I think a PE-2 has 50 cal. These look like the holes from a light caliber machine gun, like what a I-16 fires. Or the Ford MG on a IL-2, but not the Canon obviously. Alright, so we're basically almost in gliding range of this field, and then from this field we're almost in range of the field that I'm intending to land at. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm basically hopping from airfield to airfield, so that if I do have an engine failure, I'll probably be in gliding distance of one. We're almost at the damn cloud base. It's not bad, eh? There it is there. So there's a squiggly river just here, you just got to follow that. I can see the destination field up ahead. I'm not in gliding distance yet though. Fingers crossed. What's the speed like? 345 kilometers an hour. That's the indicated airspeed. True airspeed would be slightly higher. What's the altitude? I assume that's it there. Altimetro. Meters times 100. Oh well, I just needed to read the subscale of the altimeter. It's all there. Meters times 100. And down there, meter times 1000. So I'm at 1450 meters. Hey, that's easy. That's good. Even I can understand that. Alright, there's the thing over there. Looks like I've made it. Just, almost in gliding distance. I've got heaps of 50 cal left. What is this G fuel I keep hearing about? Everyone, all YouTubers, all the big YouTubers, the ones that get 1 million views per episode. I can't remember their names. Like Jake Paul and all them. They're all sponsored by like G Fuel or something. Maybe I should get a maybe I should get a G Fuel sponsorship. Alright, let's land this thing. Frog 9000, brought to you by G Fuel. Frog 9000, brought to you by Brando, the Thirst Eliminator, the Thirst Crusher. Brando, it's what plants crave. What do we got there? Those are 109s. It's got electrolytes. Alright, let's land. Let's land. And the other thing to do, if you're a YouTuber, is to go on the Joe Rogan podcast. Go on Rogan, man. Let's get you on Rogan. Vafan Kulo is what I have to say to that. Alright, let's land. Pretty cool sounding engine. What runway do I want? I'm way too high. But not really, because if the engine cuts out. Let's get some flap going on. What's my speed? 300. Still too high. Flat. Green light, the gear's down. Can't see shit. Alright, that's a good outcome. That is a good outcome. Mind you, let's see what the result was. Oh, nice! 6 buildings. 2.5. 0 points. 30 points. That's more like it. 6 buildings! I practically obliterated that artillery. So I took off here. I flew to this peninsula. Here. Attacked the artillery with 200 kilogram bombs. Got shot by something. Could have been a machine gun on the ground. Could have been an I-16 or a P2 or anything. Could have been an IL-2. And then I flew back to here. So I guess I'll take off here again. Do I want to go again? Yeah, I'll do one more. This is what we're flying. It's a Macchi. It's got 2 100 kilogram bombs. Same engine as a FW190A-3. It's a pretty cool plane. Underrated. Underrated. My attack was pretty successful. Didn't really use any 50 cals. Did I raise the flaps? I think I took off with flaps. Did I raise them again? Perhaps not. Alright, that was a hairy experience, but we're airborne now. Pretty good cockpit, pretty good cockpit layout. In a way it reminds me of a British cockpit, a bit like a Spitfire or a Hurricane, or what have you, in a way. Armor there. Pretty decent armor, I think. Look at that. Pretty decent, I think. So we'll go back, we'll hit the same target. Will be the last flight. And that'll conclude the stream. Hopefully I'll get back in one piece. We've got an aircraft over there. What is it? What is that? He's going the same direction as me, I think. So it's probably a 109. If it was coming at me, I might consider it to be a lag 3. How's the temperature? Yeah, temperature's pretty standard. What else? Red for the gear, that means it's up, yes. And what do we got down here? Oxygen meter out of the E7. What's this thing here that's got numbers on it? What is that? 250. Is that a thing for the you can adjust? I swear I saw it move. I saw it move. No. I thought maybe it was for adjusting the gun sight, but I couldn't get it to work. What is that damn thing? It's like a ruler. It's like a ruler that goes over there somewhere. What on earth could it be? Up to 350. Currently set on 250. It'd either be fuel quantity or it'd be ammo quantity. No. Ammo's 800. Fuel quantity or convergence. Since I can't adjust the convergence, it's probably fuel. I don't know. I got nothing. Let's check the map. We're halfway there. Should keep an eye out for enemies, eh? This would be a pretty sweet plane to fly in real life. Check the map. Alright, we're 2/3 the way there. I've got targets of my own here to protect on the left and the right. Railway, enemy railway, no. So just got to keep aware of everything that's going on as much as possible. One general rule of flying in general is to keep your head outside the cockpit and not inside, so not fixated on instruments but looking outside. For the most part, in combat that's extra important, let alone civilian flying. Don't look at the instrument for the airspeed. What is that? It's a yak, isn't it? He thinks he's got me, but he doesn't. I've got bombs though, that's the problem. I can't outturn him with the bombs. That's a 109. Is that what was shooting at me? Was that a 109 shooting at a Macchi? Damn, man. Thanks for nothing. Tempted to shoot him down. It might have been a 109 intercepting a yak on my tail. It's hard to really tell in the fog of war. Probably better that I dropped my bombs and survived. He was shooting at me, so justified in dropping. What do we got there? That's the 109. So he's still trying to engage. Let's just bloody get out of here. So I've dropped my bombs. What can I do now? Keep on going to the target and shoot it up with the guns, I think. Okay, there's a shadow. Whose shadow is that? That's an enemy. Couple of planes there. Oh, that was pretty inglorious. I have to do one more flight. And yeah, I'll still take the same setup. It was very effective on the first flight with the 200s. And the two 50 cals with 800, I think it's 800 rounds. Yes, 250s with 800. The trick is to steer clear of my own train as I'm going for the artillery, because it's too hot. I'll come back to it. I've got two Stukas here, maybe I should escort them. Gonna be so slow though, that's the damn trouble. They've barely budged. They'll be way too slow. Because of the differential in the speed of bombers and fighters, when someone's flying a bomber and they're typing into the chat, the techno chat, that they want to escort to a target or what have you, they sometimes get upset that no one escorts them. But then equally, how's my temperature? Equally, sometimes someone will go, I need an escort to such and such a target, and then someone spawns in or hovers over an airfield, and 10 or 15 minutes later the bomber still hasn't taken off because the pilot can't figure out how to operate the plane or something, or their skill level is not quite there yet or what have you. So a better alternative all round, unless people are really dialed in and they've flown together before and all this kind of thing, better alternative is just to say, like, I'm a bomber, I'm headed for such and such target in grid square 1, 2, 3, 4, the artillery there or whatever, and I'm on the ground and I'm going to take off, like I'm starting my engine now, and then 5 minutes later, when you're at 2,000 feet and you're on your way, you say, it's the bomber for artillery in square 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be there, ETA, ETA 7 minutes or something like that. And then when you're maybe in another 2 or 3 minutes, you tell them ETA 4 or 5 minutes, and so on and so on and so on. So the idea is that anyone that's in the vicinity can potentially head in your direction according to the status updates that you're giving. Doesn't always work, but I think it's better than insisting on an escort. How is my temperature? Pretty good. I'm pretty high up. Need to have some altitude to stay safe going over the train. What would you call that altitude? Is that 2,200 metres or 3,200 metres? I reckon 3,200. Does it look like that? Which would be about 10,000 feet. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's pretty easy to interpret. Now we're getting into this danger zone between the train and the truck convoy. Got attacked last time. Firstly, probably by a 109, but maybe not. And then by, I don't know what, some enemy fighters. I'm high up enough now that it should be okay. There will be some planes up here, but not as many. So the idea is I'm going to hit the target with the 2 bombs and then just get the heck out of there and then go dogfighting. Looking for the target now. Pretty hard to see, eh? Probably there somewhere. I see a plane going down there. How's the dive characteristics of this plane? I can't do a straight down dive like a dive bomber, so I have to do a shallow descent. And I have to pick a target on the way. What have we got there? What have we got there? Oh, okay, there we go. Confirmed, I can see the bunkers. Excellent. As the speed picks up, I'll probably pull the throttle right back. Speed's nearly 700. I'll pull back now. Hopefully nothing nasty with ailerons falling off or anything. Here we go. Yeah, destroyed a dump. Yeah, that was a good hit. And I've got some altitude too. Looks like our guys are down there. There's a plane up there. What is it? What is that? I lost it. There it is. What is that? Let's get altitude while he's trailing me. At least I can get some altitude. Try and even up the energy. It's a 109. I'm heading towards the eastern side, so I've got to turn around. Got to reduce power soon too. Get back up to the clouds. That was a good drop. I'm at about 210 k's an hour. Gonna have to reduce power soon. I've already hit my throttle altitude. Damn, just as I've just destroyed something at the enemy target, our target gets destroyed by the enemy. Can't see too much behind me. What now? What's my strategy now? I mean, I'm over the top of an enemy position. Enemy train grids has been destroyed. 1125, alright, that's good. I dropped my bombs there. I could loiter around here. Thing is that I won't see any flak shooting at the enemy, I'll only see it shooting at my own guys. So I'd have to really spot well. I've got the MSAA turned on, set at number 2. For whatever that's worth, it seems to do well for the spotting so far. It's all subjective though. There is flak down there too, I don't want to get hit by that. There's a good recon opportunity. Look at all that. So there's a bunch of stuff down there. And what is that? What is that? Probably the 109, isn't it? Or is it? It's the 109, yeah. So he's guarding everything. So there, and there, and there, and there. There's a bunch of stuff there. Our AAA train has been destroyed. Man, we're getting slaughtered. What can I hit with the guns down there? Some tents maybe. You really need bombs for all that stuff. You need to go back with something that you can drop a bunch of singles, like a HE111. Shit, got jumped. Well done to him. And after that inglorious end, that is end of the stream. I can see someone down there shooting up the target. You'd want to go back there with a HE111, which you can carry 16 times 100 or even more, and then just drop them on. I haven't got the mouse pointer, but drop them on. There's 4 clusters of targets there, and just go across them until we've destroyed them all, dropping singles. So that's pretty good tally. 2 vehicles, 5 buildings. Very tempted to go back in just purely a fighter role. Maybe I should. You know what? I'm going to do one more flight. Just one more flight. And I'll keep the same configuration. So again, I'll go straight back to the target and maybe dogfight after that. I've built up a pretty good understanding of what's there. I don't want to let that recon flight go to waste. Plus, I'm sure the Macchi's a good dogfighter. Bunch of Stukas taking off there. That's probably the ones that I saw as I was taking off half an hour ago. I'm joking, but only just. Looks like you've got a, so here's the whole canopy, and then there's a sub window either side of the canopy, which could be useful. If I'm not mistaken, that's a sub window there type thing. You can unlatch it and slide it back on that side and that side. That would be quite useful for going through the drive-through at McDonald's. Alright, let's check the map. Yeah, I've had a good look at the target. I took off in a hurry, gears up, lights are off. Radiators are okay. Engine's all set. What do I want to hit this time? Yeah, I think I might try and drop one bomb on each cluster. Or do I want to drop both of them onto one cluster? There's 4 clusters there. Have to do maximum damage. Have to get there in one piece as well. Feeling my sides losing again, but I am doing a lot of bombing, so that is actually helping us to not lose. Much more useful than if I just flew around for the same period of time looking for aerial combat. Nothing wrong with that, but that would not help us to win exactly. Unless I was specifically over my targets defending them. In a way, the best defense is offense. Speed just over 400 kilometers an hour, about 440 indicated airspeed. Convoy straight ahead is under attack. Convoy's down there somewhere. I'm going to give it a wide berth. Not too wide though, because I have to get to my destination, which is right there. artillery is a huge target. There's so much stuff there. Bit of action over the target. Two aircraft up there. I'll commence my run. 3 aircraft up there. Should I commence my run? Alright, there's some targets coming up inside there. I did some damage. Shit, I couldn't see anything looking back, it was terrible. All I could see was my freaking armor plate. Thank you, Track IR. I see fighting over there. There's fighting everywhere. It's a real struggle to get the right perspective looking back. I just want to look back, it's so difficult to do. I destroyed one tent in that group of tents there. I could probably go back with the guns, but I'm looking to stay over the area and dogfight. Ideally, you'd see an enemy down there, you just swoop down on them. I see planes. I definitely see planes down there. What are they? Looks like IL-2s. They're on the deck. I'll probably lose them in the dive, eh? Let's try it. I've got a shadow. Looks like an IL-2. I've got a plane that belongs to the shadow. I've got him in sight. Let's get there. I don't know what my speed is. How do you hit an IL-2? I don't know, just fast and hard, I think. And then get out of his guns. Or should I sit on his tail? Just shoot him, Frog, just shoot him. Oh shit, I got him. Nice. That's how you do it. There were 2 aircraft. Was I saying about just seeing an aircraft below and pouncing? Damn, that's as close as textbook as I've ever gotten, I think. Enemies on me now. Oh man. Probably take a while to figure out the Macchi. I don't fly it very much. Seems to be able to turn fairly well. Ah man, there was some opportunities there. There were 2 opportunities there. One of them I saw him, I could have gone head to head, and then as I was trying to zoom in I just lost him. Anyways, got a pretty good boom and zoom on an IL-2 and did a pretty good bombing run. That's definitely going to be the end of the stream. Let's just see the result. 1 plane, 3 buildings, 6 points. Well, there we go. Thanks guys for joining me on the flight, and I'll be back again tomorrow for another stream. Hope you can join me then. Like, share and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye for now.